So everyone's talking about Power Rangers because, you know, it's Power Rangers. But I want to talk about the characters because I feel like I didn't expect the level of intelligent depth with especially these two characters. Was that always in the script, and how did you guys approach that?
It was definitely always in the script, and it was something that was beautifully explained by our director, right? So he didn't just want the regular action movie, you know, just a bunch of boom, bang, smoke, mirrors, credits, really nice theme song at the end, and give us your money, right? It was like, let's make a movie that people can connect to, attach themselves to, not just, you know, oh, I like that character, but no, I actually relate with that character, you know, and that was cool to be able to build these characters because you know, a word that we do like to use is reimagination, you know, because we built these characters from the ground up. It's not your first time hearing about these characters, but it is your first time meeting them.
Our version of these characters.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the way we approached these things were we were very humbled, one, to be playing such characters with real depth to their stories. And I think the reason why is because it's a reflection of our generation and where we are in 2017, and we deal with things with, like, you know, Billy being on the spectrum, which actually for me, my little brother was diagnosed with autism when he was very young. And so him being on the spectrum and him being able to now have a superhero that he can look up to and identify himself with is huge. Trini dealing with some self-identity issues and kind of just questioning herself and a little confused and where she belongs and what she's into, I think is very relevant to now, especially. Cyberbullying, you see Billy get bullied in school, all those things, like, that's real. That's really real, and we had to tap into those things and kind of take maybe experiences that we've gone through ourselves and then also educate ourselves on these people and really study and do our research on that kinds of stuff to make it feel real and to really tap into their stories.
Yeah, and I think that actually shows, and I knew right away with your character. I was like, oh my god, I have autism in my family, so it's something I automatically connected to.
It's something that does touch every individual, right? So we all have family members that are either on the spectrum or they are diagnosed with autism, and so I feel like their voices are ones that are kind of muted by some of the things that, you know, society might paint. Oh, they're like not easy to talk to.
That they're just different.
But they're literally the
different.
same. Yeah. It's just, they're same. They just communicate differently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you take the time to get to know them and just talk to them. They're like these
bright lights.
Literally. Like brighter than this light that's sitting in my face. This is a bright light. It's pretty bright. Yeah.
No, okay, we talk characters, obviously. This is a big deal. Were you guys, like, fans, or did you kind of have to get into the world? Did you just immerse yourself in it?
For me and RJ.
Yeah, we were fans.
Okay. Yeah. That's got to be great then.
Yeah, definitely. It was like...
Childhood dream coming true right now. It's a cool, like, thing how life really does come full circle, and I think it being my first movie and, like, super new to the acting world, for it to be such a huge opportunity and for it to be such a strong message. I mean, Power Rangers has always been ahead of the curve, you know what I mean? And as far as always representing diversity and stuff, I knew as an actress and taking on a character, I wanted that message to be, you know, something that I stood behind. And I think since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be the Yellow Ranger, and that was because the color stood out to me and the action and the fact that you could be a superhero with your friends. You know what I mean? When you think of a hero, people think in one individual, you know, who's greater than everyone else and extraordinary, and it's like, we're greater together and we're extraordinary together, and that whole concept, playing with our cousins, you know, growing up, and his siblings growing up, it was like, it was a big deal for us.
Nice. And you were obviously a fan as well.
Of course. We used to watch the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie literally like it was Grey's Anatomy with episodes and a very deep end. Like
repeats,
it was constant.
I love it.
Literally, that was...
I love it.
Power Rangers was our Grey's Anatomy, you know.
God. Our Pretty Little Liars, all those Game of Thrones, all those shows that people binge watch.
It was our, like, Stranger Things almost, and we just... That was like a Dacre plug right there because he's in season 2.
right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you're fans, you go audition. What was that like? What was the audition process
You go
like?
first. You were casted before I was.
Well, yeah, I was in London at the time, and I was filming another project, and then they called me and said, hey, Power Rangers is putting together a movie. I was like, all right. do y'all know that we shooting a movie right now? You know, and they were like, yes, we know, but Lionsgate is
the caliber.
Yeah, the caliber.
The caliber of the project.
Yeah, and I was like, would it mess with this and that? Why would y'all send it if it's gonna mess with this and that? No, trust us. It's Lionsgate. They're putting a budget. The director has a vision. I was like, well, put him on the phone, you know. And so I did the self-tape with Emery, and then sent it off, and then I didn't think nothing of it. I sent it off and forgot about it, because it's like, okay, the biggest names in Hollywood are probably auditioning for this role. RJ, what's the chance you... Okay, never mind. Don't worry about this one. Yeah, we're not going to get this one. But it's okay. At least we got the audition.
Yeah, you got the audition.
Yeah. They know my face now. And so then when they called me back, Dean, I Skyped with Dean. He explained his vision for the movie, and he like instantly just had me. You know, I'm so down to play. I'll play anybody. Do y'all get like a doorman that comes and delivers some mail? You know, just to be a part of it, because it was such a vivid explanation that just made me want to be, you know, in this movie. And then he called me back and was like, well, RJ, this is my Dean. RJ, would you like to join us as the Blue Power Ranger? And I started tripping, like, after I hung up the phone, of course, because I wanted to look like a professional, like I'm used to this. Oh, thank you. You know, and then I cried. I broke down. I couldn't handle it. And now I'm here annoying Becky G, you know? So I get to annoy her for the rest of her life, and it's the best thing ever. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
It's a brother-sister relationship.
Yeah.
I love it. Unfortunately, I want to hear your take, but we gotta wrap it up.
Well, I mean, I could make it pretty quick.
Yeah,
honestly.
make it, because I want to hear it.
At first, it was a little like, I didn't know I was auditioning for the movie, which was really interesting. I sent in the self-tape. The sides didn't say anything about Trini, nothing about Power Rangers. So when I sent in this tape, and a couple days later my agent called me, and she's like, they love you. And I was like, who are you talking about? And they're like, Lionsgate, the people of Power Rangers. And I was freaking out. And I was like, it's for Power Rangers? And of course there's hesitance going into it, because it's the Power Rangers. They haven't done a movie in 20 years, you know, 93. Like, I wasn't even born yet. And it's so iconic. Like, why would you mess with it? You know what I mean? It has to be done in the right way. And meeting Dean, and it was the right way. It felt so right, and it felt like it was its own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It didn't feel like we were replacing anything or remaking anything. We were making something our own, and from something that inspired us so much growing up. And so I was excited.
None of us really know each other.
We're all screw-ups.
But somehow, we were all in the same place at the same time when Billy found those coins.
Guys, check out how we glow.
I'm blue.
No, I'm black.
What?
I am.
No, you're not.
No.
Do you feel weird?
We're strong.
Insanely strong.
The answer to what is happening to you is here. You five are the Power Rangers.
Did I just hear you say we're Power Rangers?
Is this some kind of joke? We're talking to a wall.
I was kind of expecting a little more.
So where were you last night?
Me and 4 kids found a spaceship buried underground. I'm pretty sure I'm a superhero.
Cool. Pee in that cup.
Power Rangers were a legion of warriors. You must become those warriors.
It's just a hologram, like a video game.
That's a strong-ass hologram.
Not a video game.
No one man should have all that power.
You were born for this.
I will destroy everything.
She is pure evil.
How do you expect us to stop her?
It's morphin' time.
Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. No one man should have all that power. I just count the hours.
It's a lot of gold.
This is your destiny.
Let's go!
This is your time.